been a while since I made a video. Sorry about that, but I've been working a lot for the last couple of days, and this is the first bit of free time where I've actually been able to make a video, so I said, why not do it now? As we all know, E3 has passed recently, and to me, it was one of, if not the best E3s I've ever witnessed. So many great games, so much exciting stuff coming up in the future, and I cannot wait to get my hands on all these amazing games. The rest of 2016 and 2017 and 2018 and beyond is looking to be very exciting, and I am just so pumped for what's coming. So what I decided to do is, I'm going to make I'm going to try to make a lot of videos, at least 10 to 20. I made some promises in the past in this channel I never lived up, but I'm going to try my best to make 10 to 20 videos talking about individual games that I really enjoyed from E3, and I'm going to be in detail of how I feel about them. A lot of people do their top 10 games and all that, so it's kind of like that, but it's not really a list. It's more just me picking out individual games that interest me and I'd like to talk about and do a video on each game. So we're going to start off with my favourite video game series of all time, Mass Effect. Mass Effect 4. No, we didn't see that much admittedly, and I would like to see some more gameplay, but from the couple of moments and minutes we saw of actual in-game footage, oh my god, the game looks beautiful. Seeing the Mako travel along those planets, like through the desert, and all those different planets and locations looks absolutely stunning. It's no surprise. If you know me, you know Mass Effect is my shit. Mass Effect is Star Wars to me. I love Star Wars, but Mass Effect is what I love. That is my thing. A lot of people love it. Like one of my friends, he is like the biggest Microsoft fanboy ever. That's me, the Mass Effect. I learned the races literally within the first couple of weeks again. No, first couple of days again. Mass Effect. I knew nearly everything. I looked up the races, all the history, the background, the lore. I just love Mass Effect. I love BioWare games in general. I think they're one of the best companies out there. Despite what people think of them lately, I think they're still a great company and make quality and really amazing games. But back to the point, Mass Effect 4, the game looks stunning, it looks beautiful, it looks like they're really trying, they keep talking about exploration, it really looks like they're trying to hammer home that they want this to be a big open game where you explore and all these different planets, these different races, hopefully, and have these different interactions on these planets, or hopefully like maybe mini towns in the planet or missions. That's what I'm hoping, but we shall see. Either way, it looks intriguing and it just looks beautiful. And of course, we saw a ship in the trailer at E3. Well, sorry, not E3. Okay, brief thing. EA was not at E3. It took place during E3, but I'm just going to count as E3 because basically it's all the same to me. So basically, anyway, back to the thing. We saw a new ship that looks like that is your new ship, and it looks beautiful. I love the Normandy. That's always going to be my original ship. I'm never going to love any other ship more than the Normandy in the Mass Effect universe because that is the original. But this new ship, it looks beautiful. It looks sleek. It looks stylish. It looks a lot bigger than the Normandy, and it just looks very classy. It looks like really nice, like sleek. I don't know what. It just looks like a very stylish looking ship, and it looks like the bridge looks awesome. It looks like they took what was great with Mass Effect and just expanded it more. And of course, we got to see some old fan favourite races come back. They definitively are back. The Asari. I'm guessing that Asari is one of your squad mates. And did you see the facial animation thereafter? It looks so realistic. It looks incredible. Just the way they see smile and the eyes and the animation. It looks like you're looking at a real alien. Obviously, it's not a video game, but you know what I mean. It looks brilliant. And of course, we saw. I wonder if that's a renegade moment where there's a scene where it looks like it's you, another squad member, and a Krogan, and the Krogan's holding this guy, dangling him off a cliff. Typical Krogan, really. And he just drops him. I wonder if that's like a renegade action, like saying, you know what, let him go. Boom. I'm not sure what, but like the spy trailer, we're still having a lot of speculation what's going to happen, what the game's about, and all that. But it's looking really interesting. And of course, we finally got our first look, our main hero. It had a female wake up, and that is your character. Obviously, you can customize her being male or female, but alas, there you go. That's our first look at the character, and it looked interesting. I love when she wakes up. It's like, we're here. I believe that's what she said, or something around that. And I'm guessing that means that they were in stasis for a long time on their trip to Andromeda, the galaxy, and it makes you wonder how many people are actually on the ship? Like, yeah, just your squad mates, and like back in Mass Effect the original, you had a couple of crew members. You had a large enough crew, but you could interact with some of them. But this ship looks a lot bigger. It doesn't look like just like a single ship, like crew. It looked like a rail. You're going to have a pretty big enough crew to deal with the size of the ship. Speaking of big ships, what the fuck is that giant ship at the end of the trailer? We saw it in like the teaser trailer as well. I originally thought, is that the fucking ship we're piloting in? And I wonder, is it? Or is it a home base? Or is it the stylish, like, nice little ship, like, just the ship we use to travel along space, and that maybe that's our home base, like, that's our home ship. And it moves very slow, so that's why we take these smaller ships to explore. Don't know. Another thing is, it could be the enemy ship. Like, we're supposed to be getting chased by supposedly some alien race or something, and if that's their ship, it's kind of terrifying. And I mean, for fuck's sake. It looks like it reminds me of the Citadel, and let's be fair, everyone knows it looks like the Citadel. What can I say? Just think, anytime I think about Mass Effect, I just can't get a smile on my face. I think it's one of the best series that's ever been made in video games. I mean, it takes place in space. You have these alien races, all the sci-fi elements, this action. The characters are incredible and likeable and relatable. You have this drama. I mean, it's just such a great game series. And this, honestly, I think this game looks incredible. My favourite game of all time is Mass Effect 2. And I'm still waiting for a game to beat that. And I'm hoping Mass Effect 4 does. But it's going to be some challenge because Mass Effect 2 is just, it's near a perfect game to me. But Mass Effect 4 really does look like it's going to belong in that series, like in quality wise. It just looks so impressive. We didn't see much about the game, but what we did see, it just reinforced that idea this game looks like a quality product, and I really can't wait to see more of this. Which they said they'll show us more information in the fall. Really looking forward to that, and they said it's going to be released 2017. I'm hoping early 2017, the first 3 months, which is what at the moment it's supposed to be, I believe. And if that's true, or sorry, the first 3 months, the first quarter of 2017 looks insane. Believe me, we'll talk about the other games coming out early 2017 in my other videos. But that's pretty much all that really. So in the trailer that's worth a note. I'm probably forgetting 1 or 2 things, but that's like the majority of stuff. It showed you in the Mako go exploring planets, so you're running around a bit. So you the Asari, some races, so you on the bridge of your ship, the stylish ship, the big ship. And your character waking up. I believe that's all the show. Well, and there was the start with the astronauts and space stuff, but I'm just trying to focus on the main gameplay parts. Either way, it looks great. I think the graphics look stunning. I'm guessing the voice acting is going to be great as always. And if the game plays as good as it looks, it's going to be an amazing game and an amazing experience. And I cannot wait to dive back into this universe and see where the creators at BioWare can bring us next in the Mass Effect world. And I am just so fucking pumped. I need to play this game. I cannot wait. Oh, it's going to be amazing. I'm looking forward. I hope they made the choices back, and I wonder if they'll carry it through all the different games. Like, this is a new trilogy or what? And I'm looking forward to playing the game with different choices to see how things differ. I'm guessing they probably are going to have that back. It's a pretty big staple of Mass Effect. But that's pretty much all I want to say. If I keep going, I'm going to keep rambling about the game, how excited I am, how much I love the other series. And honestly, I could make an hour, fucking 5-hour video, no exaggeration, about talking about Mass Effect in general. But I might say that for another time. As now, I just wanted to tell you about Mass Effect 4. Look out for more information about this, especially if you're a Mass Effect fan. And if you never play Mass Effect, what's wrong with you? Seriously, go play it. You won't regret it. It's incredible. If you're a fan of stories, there you go. Even if you don't play video games, play Mass Effect and just try. Even if you just don't feel like you don't like playing the game, just try to slog through it for the story, because this is one of the video games I recommend to people who think video games are just there for the pastime. This series proves it different. Well, that's all I wanted to say. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, comment, or whatever you want to do on YouTube. And as always, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.